turning conflict into compassion, a journey of forgiveness and growth. During my studies at Mumbai University in Tanzania, Africa from 2008 to 2011, pursuing a bachelor's degree in education in languages and management, LM, a remarkable incident unfolded that profoundly impacted me. It occurred during one of our frequent, intense group discussions. We had a unique practice of gathering on the classroom desks to facilitate direct, face-to-face debates, a setup that encouraged vigorous exchanges and ensured that every point was meticulously examined and understood. This dynamic environment was not just about academic rigor, it also reflected the camaraderie and collaborative spirit within our class. As the Minister for Food and Health in the student government, my role elevated my presence among my peers, making me a prominent figure in these academic discussions. This position brought with it responsibilities and visibility, which often placed me at the center of our group activities. The incident in question, which occurred amidst one of these heated discussions, highlighted the complexities of leadership and the challenges of maintaining respect and unity within a passionate academic setting. It was a moment that underscored the intersection of leadership, academic engagement, and personal growth, leaving a lasting impression on my university experience. On this particular day, the discussion had reached an intense peak, with voices raised and arguments flowing freely. In the midst of this charged atmosphere, a fellow student named Jessica, overwhelmed by frustration, suddenly kicked me in the chest. The unexpected force of her action was so jarring that I nearly lost my balance and toppled over. The classroom, previously abuzz with discussion, fell into a stunned silence. My classmates, initially shocked by the sudden violence, quickly turned their ire towards Jessica, scolding her for her unprovoked aggression against me, their student leader. I was engulfed by a wave of anger, feeling as if I had narrowly escaped a fatal blow. The suddenness of the attack, combined with the humiliation of being struck by a peer, left me seething. My emotions were a tumultuous mix of indignation and disbelief, as though I had just faced a lion's roar, but managed to evade its claws. As I struggled to regain my composure, the gravity of the situation became clear, not only highlighting the volatility of our discussions, but also the broader challenges of leadership and maintaining respect in the heat of academic discussion. After regaining my composure, I left the room, heading to my hostel to change my white shirt, now stained with marks from Jessica's shoe. My friends gathered in my room, advocating for strict disciplinary action against her. Despite their well-intentioned protests, I decided against taking punitive measures. Instead, I wanted to understand her reasons for such an outburst. The following day, I reached out to Jessica, requesting that she meet me at the university cafeteria. When she arrived, it was clear from her demeanor that she was feeling nervous and apprehensive. As we settled into a quiet corner of the bustling cafeteria, I confronted her about the previous day's incident, seeking to understand the motivations behind her outburst. Jessica, with visible unease, shared her feelings of frustration. She revealed that her irritation stemmed from observing how my friends and I always sat close together during exams, a practice that left her feeling isolated and excluded. Jessica explained that this proximity led her to suspect we were engaging in collaborative efforts that she believed unfairly boosted our grades compared to hers. This sense of exclusion and perceived inequality fueled her frustration and ultimately culminated in her aggressive response. Despite the seriousness of her actions, the conversation revealed underlying issues of isolation and jealousy that had contributed to the conflict. This candid exchange not only shed light on Jessica's motivations, but also highlighted the broader challenges of managing perceptions and maintaining fairness within academic settings. I listened to Jessica's concerns with patience and empathy, calmly reassuring her that there was no unfair advantage or cheating involved in our exam arrangements. My friends and I simply enjoyed each other's company and found comfort in sitting close during tests. I emphasized that our close-knit group was built on mutual support rather than academic deceit. By addressing her grievances directly and honestly, I offered her my sincere forgiveness, aiming to dissolve any lingering resentment. We ended our meeting on a positive note, with a mutual understanding that allowed us to part ways amicably, leaving behind the conflict and fostering a renewed sense of respect and cooperation between us. A week later, the NICE organization, a prominent NGO dedicated to reproductive health, hosted an informative workshop at the Savoy Hotel in Morogoro Town, Tanzania, Africa. This 5-day event was designed to educate participants on crucial health topics and came with a stipend, making it a valuable opportunity for students. As the Minister for Food and Health in the student organization, it was my responsibility to select a group of students to attend this workshop. Given the significance of the workshop and its potential impact, I was determined to choose individuals who could benefit the most from this experience. Despite some objections from my friends who questioned my decision to include Jessica, given our recent history and her earlier actions, I remained resolute. I saw this as a chance not only to offer Jessica a platform for personal growth, but also to embody the principles of forgiveness and inclusivity that I valued. By choosing her, I aimed to turn a moment of conflict into an opportunity for reconciliation and positive change. This decision was driven by my belief in the transformative power of second chances and the potential for new experiences to foster personal development and repair relationships. My friends were vocal in their dissent, questioning why I would extend such an opportunity to Jessica, especially given her previous disrespect and the disruption she had caused me. They argued that my decision might appear as though I was undermining my own dignity and integrity. They felt that her actions deserved reprimand rather than a reward. However, I chose to respond from a place of conviction rather than retaliation. I explained that the core of my decision was rooted in a deeper belief in the transformative power of forgiveness and love. I wanted to demonstrate that extending kindness, even to those who have wronged us, could foster personal growth and understanding. I firmly believed that love and compassion could rise above past grievances, transforming negative situations into opportunities for positive change. By offering Jessica this chance to participate in the workshop, I hope to illustrate that even in the face of personal adversity, choosing to act with empathy and forgiveness could lead to constructive outcomes. My decision was intended to show that embracing compassion could help mend relationships and encourage personal development, ultimately highlighting the strength of understanding over resentment. After the workshop, Jessica's attitude towards me underwent a remarkable transformation. The experience not only opened her eyes to the value of the opportunity she had been given, but also led her to develop a deep respect for me. As we interacted more and shared our experiences from the workshop, a genuine friendship began to blossom between us. Jessica's newfound respect was evident in the way she engaged with me, and our interactions became characterized by mutual understanding and support. This shift in our relationship was a testament to the power of empathy and the positive change that can arise from giving someone a second chance. This experience profoundly underscored the impact that compassion and forgiveness can have on personal relationships and community cohesion. By choosing to extend kindness rather than holding on to resentment, I was able to transform a situation of conflict into one of growth and mutual respect. It highlighted how empathetic actions can bridge divides and foster a sense of unity, illustrating that even challenging interactions can lead to meaningful connections and strengthened community bonds. Through this journey, I learned that embracing second chances not only benefits individual relationships, but also contributes to a more understanding and cohesive community.